Hey guys, what's up? Sectatron here from One Hive Gazette, here at the next video, and today we're taking a look at some Town Hall 10 miner attacks. This is something that we saw a ton of in this war against Reddit Omega. They were using it especially, and they crushed a lot of Town Hall 10 bases with it. We're going to take a look at attacks from both us and them, and it's pretty straightforward. Some of them have queen walks, some of them don't, but you're just sending in a lot of miners, and I know what you guys are thinking as soon as that Lava Hound comes out. A lot of you guys will never see a Lava Hound in the CC of the opponent. It's just something that some war clans do, but a lot of clans that aren't in leagues and they're not defending against some of these very meticulous attacks, they'll be putting dragons, baby dragons, Valks, golems, who knows. But you can do this against any CC, and we'll see examples in a second, so don't think this is all Lava Hound CCs. But I know a lot of you guys will also, like us, encounter many Lava Hound balloon clan castles, and when that's the case, it makes it easy. Against the right base, and there's still maybe the jury's out on what the best type of base is for a miner attack, but against the right base for it, you can put the queen on one side, the king on the other side, and just spread those miners in between. One rage, 4 heals, poisons, maybe a freeze, and bonus, if the town hall's on the opposite side, you send in the wall wrecker. The wall wrecker can tank a little bit. You get some value from those hit points, and then the wall wrecker drops out more miners once it goes down. So that's, in a nutshell, that's the strategy. Well, fast forward, we have 4 attacks to take a look at today, and I think I've said this in past videos, but one of the keys I've noticed is you want your miners spread out. I mean, they're obviously going to be more spread than the width of a spell, so you're going to have to be healing multiple groups at once. You want your miners spread out, but at the same time, you don't want them so spread out that they're taking out trash buildings. They have to still be targeting mostly defenses inside the base. So here's another one. This one was an awesome attack by Dirty Deeds. Not a Lava Hound CC. And check this out. A Battle Blimp opener comes in, takes out a strategic part of the base here, being like the defenses, like I think it was like an Expo, cannon, and then like whatever else was up there. Grabs, I think, about 4 defenses, and then brings the CC out. It's a baby dragon, witch, Valk CC. You can replace that with pretty much any other CC, dragon, stuff like that. Electro dragon, who knows what people put in the clan castles these days. And as long as you lure it out, and keep in mind, if it's like a golem or Valks or something, you want to have like one giant. I think there might have been like some kind of ground troop in there, so it lures out the ground part. You don't want to use only a battle blimp full of balloons, because then let me pause this a second. A few points to make. You don't want to use only a battle blimp of balloons, because then Valks and stuff won't come out and they'll kill your miners. Also doing it on the king side, because the king doesn't create as nice of a funnel as the queen, because he can't reach buildings inside the walls. So to make it easier on the miners, to make them stay together a little bit more, does it on the king side, so the king takes out the trash and the defensive king, which is important. You always want to look to get the heroes taken out, because they pull your miners together too much, and like I said, you want your miners to stay spread out if you can. So the king just does his job on the outside there, and then the battle blimp kind of helps keep the miners going through like the core of the base where they need to be, taking out the big defenses, expos, inferno towers. The queen goes down right here, and then just covering them in these heals. Plenty of heals to go around, and you can see how quickly this base goes down as the miners move through. So good spells and everything, good placement. The skelly traps can be annoying. Having them on ground is a very good way to combat this. And single infernos are decent against miners, but I think the multi might be better, because the single inferno doesn't lock on for that long. If the group's big enough, it'll be jumping underground, so it's hard to take out the miners very quickly with a single inferno. But lots of bases with single infernos defend miners fine, so that's not a make or break, but I think the single inferno is easier to hit with miners personally. A ton of them left up at the end here in the town hall, so nice hit there. We will take a look at 2 more. Number 32 is our next one. This one might have also been a non-hound CC. Kind of a weird base, not entirely maxed out, so You gotta take this with a grain of salt because not every attack on this type of base can be replicated on the equivalent maxed out Town Hall 10, but still a very nice hit. Balloon there to try to pick up any Seeking Air Mines, I think, and then just charging away at the Queen. Here's something, you don't have to do it against a weird base like this either. You can do it against a typical kind of square-ish base, but using the Queen with healers somewhere to kind of make it a little bit more narrow, take out defenses, get good value. If the Queen walks there, regardless of the minor attack, if there's a Queen walk there, look for that first, and then think maybe how can I match minors to it. Because this was a very nice opportunity to charge a soft CC, meaning a non-hound, non-golem defensive clan castle. So it makes it easier to take out with the Queen and much quicker. And she moves through here, making it a very nice pathing for the miners. Since in the wall wrecker, kind of a weird angle to be honest, but I think he also forgets to deploy the wall wrecker, so it just kind of keeps going and going and going. But it doesn't matter, there's plenty of miners. You can't see them very well, but they're all in that poison spell right here. They spread out a little bit. Miners come out of the wall wrecker, and this base being a little bit underleveled doesn't have much of a chance. Queen is still alive, which is always nice to help clean up these attacks, because the miners, like a boulder witch attack, they're going to kind of clean out the core, and maybe there's stuff left up on the outside that the Queen can come around and take out. Not on this attack, but sometimes on others. So we'll fast forward to the end, and we'll take a look at one more attack, then we'll wrap up the video here. This one, I think we're going back to a Hound CC. Number 25, Germs attacking. And this base, also I think good for miners. Things that are obvious that you want to look for, not many storages inside the base. That's a big one. It's because miners are they have no target priority. There's no point making them go through storages. If the base has like all defenses in the middle, it makes it easier because they're just targeting those defenses, they're taking them out, and that's what you want them prioritizing on. So that's one thing to look for. Also, the bases having a relative uniform layout, so there's no big gaps that's going to make your miner's path weird. You can see this one, the defenses are like in a grid almost, at least on the entry, so you know they're going to stay spread out, and it's pretty predictable just going through the base in like a wave. So the wall wrecker gets good value as well. The Queen goes in behind it kind of, get that Inferno, and yeah, there is like a little bit of a gap for that next Inferno, but like I said, the single Infernos aren't that big of a deal, and the pathing doesn't have to be perfect to all defenses, just most of them, and then you'll have enough miners up at the end to kind of go wherever and finish the base off. The Queen locks onto the Lava Hound, which will happen occasionally. Not much you can do about it, but the good news is there's enough miners left up to finish off the base. And now, I guess you could bring two poisons, one for the balloon, then one for the pups that might come out if your Queen kills the Hound, but sometimes the freeze is better. It's not that often that the Hound is popped, but at the same time, there's nothing left to kill it, so you might still have your Queen to finish off the pups, even if it's been popped. So it doesn't really matter that much in this attack. Just kind of see what the base calls for. But anyway, that will do it for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Try to use those miners if you're a Town Hall 10. They can get you some easy 3 stars, especially if it's a Hound Loon CC. But even not, you can lure it out with like a Battle Blimp or with some kind of hogs or something if it's easy, and then just kill it with your Queen or whatever that way. So be creative, and good luck using this strategy to those of you Town Hall 10s. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time. Bisectatron out.